It's the world's smallest and lightest full-frame mirrorless camera, the Sigma FP. Now, this thing may look small, but believe me, it's a beast.
That's what she said.
This camera has legit filmmaking capabilities, and I went out to South Point Park on Miami Beach, a popular spot among amateur and professional photographers, to test this out, and picked up some great footage along the way with some interesting looks from people around me. Now, I'll cover a few features and share my experience. But before I get into it, remember, come visit us here at the Digital Go showroom in Miami, and don't forget, we publish new content weekly, so make sure to subscribe to our channel, tap the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. So even though the Sigma FP looks simple, this thing can take many forms with all the accessories you're able to mount to it. Now, if you've seen Sigma's FP concept video, you know what I'm talking about. Man, that video is so epic. But anyways, while I was at South Point Park, I had this setup, which has the director's viewfinder, the Sigma 14-24 f2.8L, and I got a lot of stares. A few photographers even came up to me and asked what camera I was using. But enough about its looks, how did it perform? Now, I was blown away at its video capabilities. The Sigma FP is capable of recording 1080p video internally up to 120 frames per second in either flavor of All-I or GLP, and 4K UHD ultra high definition video up to 30 frames per second, and the results, amazing. Now, the 4K video is extremely detailed and Sigma's color science is excellent. The more I use the FP, the more I fell in love with it. Now, if you're not familiar with some of the cine lingo like shutter angle, you can switch the way the settings are displayed to still like in the menu to provide you with language more familiar to photographers such as shutter speed. There are a bunch of preset picture profiles, or what Sigma calls color mode, to set a different look and feel to your image. I'm really coming to like the teal and orange setting, which makes the image more vibrant and dramatic. I was also impressed with the auto white balance, as it was spot on even in mixed lighting. When focusing manually, it's cool that you can see the distance scale change in feet or meters as you rotate the focusing ring. And this should help when pulling focus, especially since the native lenses do not feature a focus distance window. The LCD viewfinder is well built and mounts directly to the camera, provides two mounting points, 1/4-20 and 3/8, and provides you with access to the playback, screen, tone, and color buttons. This made it easier to shoot out in bright light. It also has dioptric adjustment and good magnification. Now, this is not going to be ideal for when you want to shoot at different angles, but it's really a must-have for shooting in extreme lighting conditions. The electronic stabilization worked pretty well, but I would recommend some sort of stabilizer, rig, or tripod when shooting with this camera, especially when not using a stabilized lens. As much as I love this camera, there are things that I think could be improved. I would like to be able to quickly move the focus magnification assist area using the D-pad, but it seems like you have to first choose one of the AF points before recording. Once the focus assist is activated, you can change the area. But the screen is sharp, which helps when manually focusing, and hopefully we see this updated in the future firmware. One thing that I can understand with the FP being such a powerful video camera is that the battery only lasted a couple hours, so you would need to carry multiple batteries for long shoots, or you could purchase the CN21 DC connector, which connects the camera body to the SAC7P AC adapter for multiple power sources. Now, it's easy to navigate after you take some time to get familiar with it, and you can also customize it to your liking. 4K 10, 12-bit raw Cinema DNG will only be available when recording to an external SSD, but you could record 8-bit Cinema DNG to a UHS-2 SDXC card. Just make sure to have plenty of memory available. When shooting standard high-definition video, you can record 8, 10, and 12-bit Cinema DNG files internally. And this will allow you to get the most dynamic range out of the sensor. As of this moment, you cannot view raw footage taken on this camera, but Sigma will be updating the firmware to allow this sometime in the near future. One thing that's impressive is that when shooting in All-I format, it shoots at 440 megabits per second and up to 2400 megabits per second in ultra high definition Cinema DNG 12-bit at 24 frames per second, which are extremely high bit rates. With the flick of a switch, the Sigma FP can also get high quality stills, as you can see with these examples, giving this camera that added versatility. But where the FP really separates itself from other cameras in the market is its full-fledged filmmaking capability. So will you be checking out this camera? If you like this video, remember, hit the thumbs up button below, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell icon. And if you're in the Miami area, come check us out here at the Digital Gojo showroom. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.